welcome back to RPG Maker MZ tutorial. So today we're going to do conditional branches and other events. So on the previous episode, you'll see at the top, we did movements, dialogues, and we did event transfers. So let's click continue, log in, and then we go to the help tab, click on tutorial, and we select switches and conditional branching part 1. Similarly to event transfers 1 and 2, we'll be doing switches and conditional branching part 1 and 2 in a single video. We'll also be doing event applications 1, 2, and 3 in one video, as well as database basics. So we click on step 5, we select start tutorial, and then we say yes, we do have the project finished, and then we load it. So we click on the little folder, we open our project, we make sure that we go into the RMZ folder, choose Potato Land. If you have a different name, then obviously. So game project open. That wasn't embarrassing at all. So project loaded. Say next. Now we will start the tutorial. So we'll create events and we'll use switches to create conditional branches. This is where things get interesting. So we'll click next, we'll click on our normal town, and then we'll look at the 3 people that are standing at the town center. So they say we'll create 3 people who will stand by the side. We'll see it says we'll now create 3 people who will stand side by side left of the town center at 10:18. Okay, so we say next, and we'll first create an NPC that gives me a potion. So let's click 10:18. We double click it to create an event. In the name section, we call it Potion Lady. We say next, and then in the image box, we double click. We click on, we can choose an actor or a people. It'll say actor 3. I want to go with people 2. No, maybe not. Who knows? Who looks cool? Maybe actor 3 is cool. Okay, yeah, she looks legit. She's definitely a potion lady. Got the red hat. She could also be Little Red Riding Hood. Maybe Little Red Riding Hood was actually a potion lady. Plot twist! Okay, so we double click on contents. We go to the first tab, show text. We click on the face because we give her a face. We click on actor 3, and yes, we click on Little Red Riding Hood over here because that's anime Little Red Riding Hood, guaranteed. Cool. Give her a face. We call her. We give her the name. Let's make her name a color. So we'll see what. So we go \C 01, and we'll call her Potion Lady, and then we'll give her the color 01. And then in the text field, we'll say, "Sup, bro? What's up, bro? Want a free potion?" And we'll say next, and we'll say okay. And then next we'll process the fact that she gives you the potion. So we double click on the blank space, and in the next section where it says party, we'll select change items, and we'll select, as it suggests, potion. So these are preset items in the database that RPG Maker provides. Each has its own strings, which creates values, percentages, stuff like that. So it's pretty nifty, but we'll get back to that in a different video. So potion is what we select for now. We say next, and then we just increase it by 1. We leave it as is, and we say okay. So now you'll see that it says change items potion +1, which means that when you speak to her, she'll give you a free potion. I'm going to create a switch that tells her that we've received a potion and she shouldn't give us another potion. So we double click on the next line. We go to control switches in the game progression section under the first tab. And in the switches, we'll say single switch, and we'll select the first switch and we'll give it a name at the bottom. So we highlight it at the top, select the bottom, and we call it get potion. We'll make it a single string, make it easier. We'll say next, say OK, and we'll put it on, and then the game suggests we select a new event page. So we create a new event page, and we'll have to make it just like the first one. So we select next, we make the woman's picture, we'll set the woman's picture, we'll select actor 3 and go to Potion Lady, or, you know, fake Little Red Riding Hood. We say OK, and we'll select conditions. So under the event tab, we'll see conditions, switch, we select switch, and it'll automatically choose get potion as the first one. So we just keep it as is, we say next, and in the contents list we'll then double click, and in the first tab select show text, give her a face, we give her the same color parameters in her name as previously. I believe it was 02, I might be wrong, it's okay, this is our first try. 01. I think it was 01. I don't want to cause a bug. I'm just going to say 0101. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay. So then it says use that potion wisely. Okay. I'm going to go old school. Don't ye squander. Don't ye squander thine blessings. Don't ye goeth forth and squander thine blessing. There we go. We say next, and we say OK. Cool, so we're done with the event. We say next, again, and we can create multiple pages. So each event that you create, you can select conditions. If those conditions are fulfilled, the page will open up. If not, it will not select that page. Kind of like a trigger. If you know a bit about game coding or any coding in that matter, everything has like switches and stuff. You have to say if this then that, otherwise everything just runs in a straight line. And but that being said, I also speak from I'm noob. I've got 90% no idea what I'm doing here. So having fun. Let's learn together. Blind leading the blind. So if we are multiple pages, when a condition is met, the page with the highest number will be executed. I'm not quite sure what that means. We'll move on. If no condition is specified, then it'll be always considered to have the condition met. And on the other hand, if 2 or more conditions are specified, the page will be considered to have its condition met when all conditions are met. So in other words, the first one needs no conditions. She will automatically speak to you if you talk to her. The second, but it will set it as get potion on. So once you've spoken to her, she will give you a potion and it'll set it to get potion on, in which case the next page will open up and she will only say, don't go forth and squander thine blessing. We have to change the first page so that once you use the potion, or once you have it, you can't still talk to her and the first page showing up. But in the current case, when switch 1 is on, the condition of page 2 is met and the event of page 2 is met. If 1 is not on, the event will be in page 1, which has no conditions set. So if it has a condition, it'll choose the condition first. If no condition, it'll choose no condition, unless the conditions are met specifically. This becomes quite complicated later on. You'll understand why once we get there. So Where we create multiple conditions, multiple pages, and the conditions are fulfilled, the event page will change to the correct one. So if there are multiple pages, when a condition is met, the page with the highest number will be executed. If no condition is specified, that page will always be considered to have its conditions met. On the other hand, if 2 or more conditions are specified, the page will be considered to have its conditions met when all conditions are met. So we're going from here. We say no, we understand it. We say okay to apply it, and we're going to create another event of someone whose dialogue changes depending on whether or not I've received the potion. So we select 1118 right next to the potion lady. We double click on it. We change the name to potion. It says potion judge. I don't know if potion judge is the right word. We'll just call it. Yeah, let's call it. Yeah, why not? Let's call it potion judge. We say next. We double click on the image box, select actor 3, and we choose the sketchy looking guy that could be a thief. We say OK, and in the context list we double click. We scroll down to conditional branch, click on that, and this is where things start getting interesting and tricky. So we have to check that the switch is set to off and that 001 get potion is set to on. So this way it makes sure that if you have get potion, he'll say one thing. If not, he'll say something else. So we check create else branch at the bottom. We say next, and we say OK. So here, if get potion is on, so if you have received potion from the woman, double click underneath that, say on the first tab, select show text. Let's give him a face. No, not that guy. Sketchy thief guy. We give him a name. We also, for funsies, let's give him a character color. We give it 03. Potion judge 03. And in the text field, we're gonna say don't wait. Thine potions be of great value. Squander them not. I don't know why I went with old English. It just felt fun. So, oh, I said squander. No, that's gonna squander them not. There we go. Say OK, and if else, we double click on the line underneath. We go to show text. We give him a face. Once again, we do the same thing with his color. I can't remember what color it was, but I'm going to go with number 3. Potion judge 3. And in the text field, we're going to say you need potions if you're adventuring. I don't know. That sounds. I like making my own stuff, so let's go with. And great adventures require greater potions. Maybe. Who knows? That could be misinformation. Sorry. Now we're done setting up this event. Switches record conditions such as completing actions and are useful for dividing processes. Also, it's possible to achieve the same results without conditional branching by increasing event pages like you did with Potion Woman. You could also use conditional branching with Potion Woman. So we go to Potion Woman and we'll use conditional branching. So when images or other conditions need to change, you'll have to use event pages, but in cases like this, you are free to choose. So we say OK. let's go to, so it'll say that we'll make an event where you lose your potion. So it says 13, 18. I'm going to choose this little spot next to the river. We'll double click on that. Call it potion thief because it's not a beggar. It's taking away a potion. It's a thief. Thief. Double click on image. Select people 1. This ratty kid over here. We select contents. Show text. Give ratty kid a face. C0, C01. Shall I make it 01? Let's try 04. I actually don't know what the numbers mean. So yeah, thief. Just thief. He's just gonna be called thief because he's a thief. 04. Give me your potion. Potions. Give me your potions. Yes, that's what he'll say. So okay, double click the next line. We select the first tab, change items. We select potion, an item drop down. We decrease it by constant 1 and we say okay. Now if you have a potion you'll lose it. If you don't have a potion, nothing's going to happen. We say okay. We save our work and let's launch the game and give it a This takes a while, my computer's so slow, holy shit. There we go, Potato Land! That took a while. We select new game. There we are. Hey! We talk to her. I'm so excited to move into the new house. Cool, she's very excited. How excited is he? He's also so excited to move in with his lady. Let's go up. Let's use the buttons. I like the buttons more. Take the mouse out of the way. Okay. We first talk to Beggar Child. Thief. Give me your potions. Nothing. Okay, cool. He is light blue. So nothing happens. This guy. Great adventurers require greater potions. So he's green. I think that was 3. That's pretty cool. This Little Red Riding Hood, she was 02, I believe it was. Sup, bro? Want a free potion? And let's see if she gave us a potion. Let's go to items. Hey, we got a potion. Cool. Da 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 da. Restores 300 points. Okay, cool. Go back. Go to Little Beggar Child. Give me your potions. No, thief. Thief. I call thief. No, he took my potions. Okay, cool. Awesome. We know it works. So I want to go report you to this guy. Oh my goodness, we're going to create an event for that at some point. Note, create event for old man chasing little child who stole my potions. That would be cool. Okay. So we close up. Everything works perfect. And we don't need to check the conditions or anything, so we say no. And it suggests moving over to part 2. Tutorial has been completed. Let's move on to tutorial part 2. Take a breather, have a break, go make yourself a cup of coffee, go chill, stretch your legs, maybe, I don't know, have a biscuit, and yeah, intermission time. I think give like action. Alright, did you enjoy your intermission? I did. It was enjoyable. Take a sip of coffee. Okay, cool. So we go. Sorry, I'm having a weird day. Go to help. Go to tutorial. We go to step 6, and we say start tutorial. During the tutorial, we say yes, yes. We say yes. Asks us to load. We just say cancel because it's already here, and we'll start the tutorial. So in this step, we're going to change the previous step and learn more about conditional branching. So we used switches to determine if conditions are met in the previous section. Now in this section, we're going to make it so that the player has to have a potion or not without using switches. So let's check it out. So we double click on Potion Woman. We open page 2. We see that the switch is checked. We remove the switch, say next, and we check off item. We say potion. So basically what happens now is the event will be triggered if the player is holding a potion. So even if you haven't spoken to her yet, so to speak, if you have a potion in your box, it'll trigger this event and says don't spoil it. So we open page 1 and we delete. So we just right click on control switches, we delete it, and we say okay. So now we double click on the potion judge, and we right click on if potion on the conditional branch. We say edit, and in the 4th tab we check off item, and in the item drop down we select potion. We say next, and then we click OK. And now the condition is if the party possesses potion instead of if potion switch is on, which is very valuable for later on, for things such as quests, making quests and having them complete on killing a boss, so that instead of killing a boss creating a switch, it is such that you can make it that the boss drops an item which you require to complete a certain quest or create a certain conditional branch. So moving on, we say OK, we save the playlist or save the project, we run a playtest, and let's continue. Let's say a new game. So we know we don't have a potion at all. So give me your potions, but I don't have potions. We've got no potions. Where's our potions? We have no potions. Okay, no potions. Let's go to this guy. He says, great adventurers require greater potions. Sabra want a free potion, and I get a free potion. And then he says, thy potions be of great value, squander them not. Fantastic. And then kiddo, oh wait, he stole it. So let's talk to this chick again. Let's get a free potion. See, did we get the potion? Indeed, we got the potion. Cool. Awesome. Works. We close it up. So we learned that items themselves can be conditions that we can make it meet. So it doesn't need to be a switch, which is quite valuable for, let's say, a unique drop. So we make it so that a boss drops a certain item, and if the player gives it or has it in his inventory, he enables a certain script. And once that script is enabled, you could make it that it's gone, or that and then it creates a switch, or that it goes away, creates another item, and it enables a different script from there forward. But we'll get into those more detailed scripts as we continue. So the situation where you get an item but you can never get it again, we use switches. And for that situation where you can receive the item continually, it's best to use it's best to branch using items. There are still many other conditions you can specify, so make them up yourself and learn about them. So that's basically part 2 of the RPG Maker MZ tutorial of switches and conditions. And next time will be treasures and self switches. I think we've gotten quite far. 1, 2, 3. So we've done 4 different settings. I think the next video I'll be using those settings and kind of making it a little bit more exciting. Let's create a different branch for her, let's create a branch for him. So she's asking a question. Perhaps if I respond, she gives it to me, and if I respond in a different way, she doesn't give it to me, and so forth. So we're going to play around a little bit with those settings and learn a bit more about the events and the different scripts. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have an awesome day further. Bye.